One of the most classic scenes in Disney Pixar's animated film, Inside Out, is when the lead character, 11-year-old Riley, and her mom go to grab a couple of slices of pizza, and it's covered with broccoli and zucchini. Their local neighborhood pizza joint, the East of Eden, get it? East of Eden? The John Steinbeck novel? Miniseries with Jane Seymour? Too old of a reference? Okay, moving on. It's based upon a super popular local bakery here called Arizmendi Bakery Pizzeria, and it just so happens that there is a location near the Pixar Animation Studios in Emeryville, just across the bay from us, where the animators used to lunch. Arizmendi is kind of quintessentially San Francisco hippie. It's a co-op, or cooperative, which just means that it's a democratically owned business where all of the workers band together and share resources and profits, i.e., there are no employees. They are passionate about supporting social justice causes, local community efforts, and sustainable living practices. And their ingredients are wholesome and organic, leaning heavily on fair trade and local products. For lunch day, we're going to eat and rate the now famous broccoli pizza from Inside Out. This took a bit of engineering, as aside from the staple basic cheese pizza, Arizmendi only makes one pizza of the day, and they have a pretty huge assortment on a random rotating schedule. And on top of that, each location is independent and has their own schedule. So today we are at the Arizmendi in the Inner Sunset. Thank you. We're about a block away from Golden Gate Park, so let's see if we can find some seating there. Oh wait, hold on a second. Shall I leave this in while I eat the pizza? Today's pizza is broccoli with some roasted garlic, herb ricotta cheese, and rosemary oil. Arizmendi is best known for their sourdough crust, which they make daily. And if you want, you can even buy the dough raw and take it home to DIY. I've ordered mine fully baked, but if you're taking this home, they can do a half-bake option so that you just finish it off in the oven and you got it nice and fresh and piping hot. All of their pizzas are vegetarian, and in addition to the seasonal organic veggies, they also finish it off with a whole milk mozzarella. So for those of you who watch my What is San Francisco Style Pizza video, this is probably it. Usually they have a by the slice option, but right now because of the pandemic, they're not doing that. So you can either buy it by the half pie or the full pie, and it's pretty reasonably priced. Each location is going to vary in pricing, but it's somewhere around 24 bucks for an entire pie and 12 bucks for a half pie. Crust is super thin, baked crispy on the bottom, and nice and chewy on the inside. To be honest, you can't even tell that it's sourdough. It just tastes kind of wholesome. I love the broccoli on this. It's got this beautiful char on it, so it's slightly crispy around the edges, and they cut it super thin, so all you're getting is the flavor without the texture. And the roasted garlic is so awesome and such a great compliment. It's sweet and pungent at the same time. Always love that classic combo with broccoli and garlic. This cheese is great too. It's a pretty thin coating of mozzarella on the top, so you don't get that pull from the cheese, but you get all of the flavor. Underneath is the herb ricotta, which is that nice, soft, creamy texture. Then you get that crunchy, salty mozzarella on the top, which you can see has been baked brown by the oven. Okay, here comes the ultimate, the crust test. That is super crispy, but the style of the pizza lends itself more towards a harder crust. So if you like your pizza dough soft, probably not the pizza for you. Ooh, that's really nice. Every once in a while I bite into the pie and I get a nice mouthful of that fragrant garlic. I don't know what Riley's talking about. This pizza's awesome. So you're not always gonna get this combo for the broccoli. They actually change it up each time, and some days it'll be broccoli with greens, and some day broccoli with garlic, and other days broccoli with tomato. Who knows? All right guys, moment of truth. Ratings time. Out of 10, I give Arizmendi's broccoli pizza an 8. The crust is perfect, and it's a vegetarian lover's heaven. The veggies on this are bursting with flavor, and there's a nice variety of textures, from the crunchiness of the broccoli to the softness and sweetness of the garlic. And I love that they use 2 different types of cheeses, a soft ricotta and the harder mozzarella, so that you get this variation in your protein. I will caveat though that not all of Arizmendi's pizza combinations are this good. They experiment a lot with their combos, so sometimes they hit it out of the ballpark, and sometimes it sinks like a lead weight. And that's it for my review. And if you're O'Reilly, definitely give this a try before you pass any judgments. From beautiful Stowe Lake, in sunny San Francisco today, see ya!